Hello everyone, Salwerkas here, and I've come here to talk to you about the upcoming Evolve tournament that is gonna be happening 13th and 15th of April, which is next Saturday and Sunday. I'm gonna talk about the whole tournament format later in this video. To start off, I want to say that no, this is not a joke, this will happen, and we're gonna try to make it a recurrent thing. The first tournament is somewhat of an experiment. We're gonna see how it goes, how much attention we get, and how much does the community want those tournaments to happen. After all, it's all for you guys, the community. The tournament is hosted and prepared by 4 people at the moment. We might have to add more people to the list at some point, but right now it's Sledge Painter, me, as in Salwerkas, Cherry Play, and Dumich. Alright, so here we go. Tournament rules, part 2. 1 designated monster player and 4 designated hunter players per team. Monsters will always have host right for the tournament. Games will be played on PC on Evolve Stage 2 build. Administrative rulings. If a team has a legitimate concern, they might discuss it with an admin. The admins that we have right now are the people that I mentioned in the previous part, which is Cherry Play, me, Salwerkas, Sledge Painter, and Dumich. If you have any problem with the game or anything, like if you see something strange happening or can't get into the game, something like that, just contact us. Hunters start by picking a map. You have to know what maps there are in Evolve. Hunters pick them up, then they go into picking the Trapper class. Then they go to either support or medic class. So for example, we start with Ape or Griffin. Yeah, let's start with Griffin, then we go into the support and medic class, we go with Sunny. Then the monster picks their monster, so they go like Meteor, Goliath or Calder, something like that. Then the hunters go with support or medic, whichever was picked first, you pick the other. So if we pick Sunny first, support, then we go into the medic class. So we would go with Val, and then we go with assault class. Whatever we want. The same picks from both hunters and monster can be used twice in a row in a series, which means the best of 5. Whenever you face an opponent, like you have a best of 5 game. If you picked a Sunny Val comp in the first game of the tournament as hunter side, in the second game as hunter side you cannot pick Sunny or Val, you have to pick someone else. Host right, the monster player has to host the game. After the game starts and one of the players is above 250 ping, the game may continue unless monster agrees to change host. Or more than 2 players with 250 or above ping, a neutral host must be found. Administrative communication. Okay, that's pretty much the same as administrative rulings. You pretty much can talk to admins at any point. We have 4 admins right now, we might add some more. Match attendance, that's pretty self-explanatory. You have to show up for the match with 20-minute grace period, as it's called. If you don't, then you're disqualified, right? Settings, those are pretty simple. Those you change in the game. The one thing that you have to remember, you have to put open chat in, just for the communication to be easy and for people to like, if something happens you can instantly just start the mic and talk to the enemy, your opponent, and talk it through, right? You don't have to type anything. Banned perks. Those are pretty self-explanatory as well. I think you can't use those perks in the tournament. If you do, the match has to be restarted. Why can't you use them? They haven't really been worked on in the game. They have been out for like, I don't know, 1 week before TRS stopped development, something like that. Pretty sure it was something like that. Those are the newest perks, if I remember correctly. And yeah, we don't want something that wasn't worked on, wasn't balanced, to be played in the tournament. Tiebreaker round, the higher seeded team gets to choose hunter or monster side. It's pretty obvious. Disconnects. If a player disconnects before 5-minute mark or before monster evolution or first dome, the match has to be reset. If they disconnect after that time, the match continues unless both sides agree to a rematch. Self-explanatory as well, right? Yeah, if someone disconnects, we don't want people to like go into the first dome, someone get a strike because they made a mistake, and someone disconnects, and we have to rematch the match, remake the match. It's kind of not the point here. We want competitiveness, and if you make a mistake, you have to take responsibility for that mistake. You can't just back off and like nothing happened, right? So whoever disconnected after the 5-minute mark, monster evolution or first dome has to come back into the game unless the monster agrees to remake the match. Streaming privileges, that's me, Salwerkas, at www.twitch.tv Salwerkas. I'm gonna be taking all the rights for streaming games that are gonna be played. We might try to get Super Bad Juju as well into this. We all know he's a pretty veteran streamer when it comes to Evolve tournaments, so we might try to do that, but right now it's just me that is gonna be streaming. Some admins might also want to stream. We'll see how it goes. Also, one thing I didn't mention yet, it's right here. Where is it? Oh god. Before you start picks, an administrator must be present in your game. We made this rule just so there's no stream sniping. Your friend can't come to the observer slot and just talk about whatever he wants. There's also no score or results problems. If one team wants to like say they won even though they lost and so on and so forth, it's just much simpler for us, and we have enough people right now to get like 4 games in a row going. It should be enough. If there's more and more people, right now it's 14 free agents registered, which is pretty good. If there's more teams, then we'll have to think about getting more admins, right? But that also can be done, so it's not a problem. Disrespectful behavior. If any of the players show negative attitude towards any other players and they will be asked by administration to stop, that's their first warning. If that happens again after the first warning, they might be banned from the tournament. This doesn't disqualify the team, but they will have to find a stand-in for their place. What that means, if any of the admins sees your behavior as negative and disrespectful, pretty much toxic, they will give you a warning. At that point I would probably stop talking. That's the best, I think that's the best choice that you can make. You just stop talking on the old chat. So something, maybe you are joking, right? But if any of the admins, they have the power right here. If any of the admins sees that negative or disrespectful, toxic, if they warn you, you'd better stop. Just stop talking, play the game, it's fine. Bug and glitch exploits. If any of the admins sees you using a bug or glitch exploit in game on purpose, an abusing player will be given first warning and asked to stop using it. If it happens again after the first warning and it's obvious a player is doing it on purpose, the match will have to be remade. If the abuse happens again, an abusing player will be banned. This rule works the same way as rule 1.8, as in you will have to find a stand-in for the banned player. If you know any exploits in the game or any bugs that will help you win the game, don't do them. If it happens once and you didn't even know that you did an exploit, that's fine. We are gonna give you a warning though, so don't even try to make the exploit again because you will probably be banned. Try to keep it as polite and as bug-free, glitch exploits free, and we're gonna be having a good time, right? And that's about it for tournament rules. I'm gonna show you how it's gonna be played, or how the round robin format works. Let's say that we have team 1, team 2, team 3, team 4, team 5 and team 6. Let's say we have 6 teams, right? That's pretty reasonable. We go with round robin. I'm just using some site to make it like pretty simple. Evolve tournament. And here we go. Generate. And here we go. Oh, nope, I don't want this, I want this. So, there's gonna be 5 rounds. If we have 6 teams, there's gonna be 5 rounds. That's about every match will be played at the same time. Not every match will be streamed. I'm gonna be streaming one of the matches. If we get more people to stream, they're gonna also be streaming the matches. In every match, an admin has to be present. That you have to remember. So let's say team 2 and team 3 are fighting. Someone won, like 3-2. Here it was 1-3, and here it was 3-0. Total stomp, right? So how it's gonna work? Round robin works this way, that you get those games, everyone against everyone, in certain rounds. We decided to go with point system that doesn't really work as normal round robin works, which is if you win, you get 3 points, if you lose, you get 0 points. We decided to go with if you win 3-0, you get 5 points. If you lose 0-3, you get 0 points. So team 1 right now has 0 points, 0, and team 6 has 5 points. Here, 1-3. If you lose 1-3, you get 1 point. If you win 3-1, you get 4 points. Here, 3-2. If you win 3-2, you get 3 points. If you lose 2-3, you get 2 points. So pretty much simple, right? You just gotta not think about losing the whole game or the whole match or the whole series, however you want to call it, but thinking about winning those rounds against someone. If you even get 1 win against someone, an upset maybe sometimes, you still get 1 point. It helps you to get better scores at the end of the tournament, right? And the second day, which is gonna be 15th, Sunday, we are not sure yet, but we'll try to make it so fourth team will fight second team, and the third team will fight first team. So you really gotta fight for those points. Try to give your all in every single game and just go at it. Go competitive, go try hard. Every point matters, every game matters. Even if you lose like 2-3, well, you still got points, so you still might be able to go into the grand final and show that you can be at the top, right? And I think that's about it. Thank you very much for watching, and I see you guys on Saturday. See ya!